I'm sure you want to know what gear I actually used to make this YouTube video, or else you won't click into this. You will be like, oh, what kind of arrogant slob that who cares what gear you actually use? Well, it's not about showing off, it's not about ego, but it's about, I think, for so many years, I have tried, because as a gear reviewer, I have tried so many different gears that what I actually use, what I actually keep, what I actually find it useful, may be useful for you. Maybe you can get some idea. Or maybe you're just curious. I'm actually always curious what other YouTubers use to make their video as well. Now, I always make it clear if a video is sponsored. So this video isn't sponsored by any of these products that I'm going to mention, because this video is sponsored by NordVPN. More of that later. But let's get started to it. What gear I actually use. So first, of course, we start talk about the camera I'm using these days. Now I'm shooting with the S5 Mark IIX, and then I've also got this S5 Mark II. Both of them are a lone camera from Panasonic. I mean, I keep joking about like I use these cameras because but I know which one I would get.
Oh, you get that because you got for free.
No. Well, the thing is, if I'm going to pick a camera, I would pick this as well. I have said it myself that Panasonic, the only thing holding back Panasonic before was their autofocusing. But then since the S5 Mark II, they put phase detection autofocus on it. This is it. I mean, for me, a camera making YouTube video is really just a few things. Autofocusing, yes, this is decent, and then good color. This got good color. Vlog, not vlog. Vlog from Panasonic actually pretty good, and then it got the best in-body stabilization. And actually not that weird that I didn't buy a camera myself. Actually, I haven't bought a camera for a long time. Throughout my year working, I always have a company camera that I can use. Back then it was a D70, and then I got a 5D Mark II. I always have a camera that I can use from the company that I work for. So yeah, it's not that weird that I don't own any of these cameras. It's always the work camera. Okay, the next one is S9. Now this is a camera I probably won't buy it myself if I have to buy with my own money. I would have picked the S5 Mark II because it's just a couple $100 between this and this. What would you pick? This got like dual car slot, and then it got a cooling fan. I still keep this. I actually use this because it is so much smaller, so much lighter. When I have to shoot in London, I have to carrying all this, then I would pick this. And the lenses, I always use this kit lens 20-60. And as a kit lens, it's a variable aperture 3.5 to 5.6. A little bit annoying when you zoom in, it gets dark a little bit. But then the zoom range is so good, 20-60. 20 good for vlogging, and then 60 good for zoom in. Yeah, 60. So useful, I actually use this most of the time. The only time I would use other lenses is like this, the one I'm using right now, 35mm f1.8. I use this because today is so great today in UK. Also, when I shooting at home, when I want a really shallow depth of field to blur out where I live and blur out shit in my home, something like that. And the last long camera that I didn't pay for, but I would have picked it myself, is the Ricoh GR. I mean, for leisure, I don't want to use a mirrorless camera. Actually, for a long time, I have access to a X100F. I think it was X100F from Digital Wave. Simply claim it myself. I bring it home. It's basically my camera. When I was working there, of course, I returned it, of course. But I find myself not taking it with me a lot of the time because it's just over the threshold that I have to think about, oh, do I want to actually take it? But well, I don't have to think. I can always take it with me, and it's quick. It could be in my jacket, and then I just put it out, and that's it. It's an APS-C size sensor, so it's DSLR quality. It's the only thing is that it's missing a viewfinder. I really want a viewfinder. Years ago, I was thinking like, if this have a viewfinder, I would pick this. But then now it's just, okay, it's just the size. This size is great. So I would pick this over X100, even if I have to buy it myself. And it's cheaper. Okay, what else? The mic I'm using is the RØDE Wireless PRO, the wireless mic. I would actually okay with Wireless Go 2 or the new release RØDE Wireless Go 3. Go 3 is actually really great value. You got internal recording, 32-bit flow and all that. Cheaper than the DJI mic. I do have a shotgun mic. I do keep a shotgun mic. It's useful for sometimes, especially shooting multi-cam. Then this is one of backup. I mean, I put this on one of the multi-cam and this is a backup recording. And I've mentioned this in another video. This is a Zoom F1 field recorder. So after a while, I figured out I do need a field recorder. It is not a must, but it is super useful when you need one. Because I mostly use this as a backup recording. So if I'm not showing it to you now, I would put it here and then do a backup recording. I like this because it's quite versatile because you can change the mic. You can take away the mic and then plug a lavalier mic in it, so it's just a recorder. I've used it this way a few times. And sometimes the sound from a lavalier mic just isn't good enough. Oh.
That turbo sound.
Lighting, I've been using Rotolight. I have a big one here, AEROS 2. And then the smaller one, the Lero 3. Yeah, I've been using Rotolight for a long time. They are part of the payment for a sponsored video. But I keep them, I use them because I actually prefer LED panel. And then for LED panel, it's quite interesting that when you get affordable LED panel, they usually crap. And then there is those really expensive professional ones. Rotolight is probably the only one that's in between. That's kind of affordable, but then still really good quality. I prefer LED panel because I just don't want the hassle to set up a softbox or dome or whatever. I actually got a dome, but I've used it for like 2 times. I mean, it's just a hassle to set it up and put it away every single time. But very sad that Rotolight is they're now in administration. So not really sure what's the future for Rotolight. It's really a shame. Oh, actually something is at the bottom of my S5 Mark II is this. This is called Manfrotto Pocket Tripod. Long-time viewer would know that I have mentioned this quite a few times. This is great. This is so small, it folds up at the bottom of my camera. I have another one here. Almost any time when you see I shooting outside and the camera is stationary, it is not on a tripod. It's on this. Well, this is called. It is still a tripod. This is a pocket tripod. Now you may think that, oh, what's so special about this? You put it down on the table. The first time I saw this, I thought the same as well. But you can tilt. You can tilt the camera when the surface you put it down isn't level. You can level it. See, who want to take a tripod with you to vlog? I guess not much I have to say about this. You either get it or you don't. You either find it useful or you don't. Simple as that. I find it really useful. Okay, over to my desk. I have a desktop computer. I actually always prefer a desktop computer rather than laptop. And on my desktop, I always have NordVPN installed in all my computers because back in the days, everyone had to install antivirus. Today, you probably just need NordVPN because it not only prevents your ISP from knowing all your browsing history, it also had threat protection built in. With threat protection, it protects your computer from all the malware attack. It scans all the files you download, it scans your devices so your computer don't get just hijacked from hackers. Of course, you can choose to connect to NordVPN server around the world, so you can pretend that you are in different country. Now, if you ask, does it really work? Well, you can try it out for 30 days with the link in the description below or with the QR code around here. Within 30 days, if you don't like it, you can cancel it and take all your money back, basically a free trial. And if you really like it, join 2 years plan, they will give you 4 months for free. But back to my computer, I always a desktop guy. I do have a laptop, which in fact, I only use it when I go overseas trip. So this is actually a last version Mac Mini M2. I think this is more than enough. I edit 6K video. I don't edit 8K raw, that kind of videos. Of course, I have to have an Apple Studio display. Not just because I'm an Apple fanboy, but it's just principle. When you're using Apple product, it's everything's so beautiful, and how can I pair that with a plastic monitor? And as you can see, my keyboard is actually by the side. This is a Loupedeck Plus. This Loupedeck Plus was from a sponsor video to talk about video editing. I think it was, I can't remember now. I actually still using this for every single video that I edit. I actually love this a lot. It just makes my editing so much more easier and faster rather than using keyboard shortcuts. A lot of things on the keyboard I may have to command something, I have to tap a few tap on the keyboard, but on this it will be just one tap, one tap, one tap. The control dial here to move the playhead is so much better than just using the mouse or just using the arrow key to one frame at a time. I think this is not for everyone. It gets a bit of getting used to, and well, okay, one thing is that it's probably more for a geek because I would spend time to customize every single dial and buttons, but I actually prefer this than the newer Loupedeck CT. I tried it for a while, but I think those, actually a lot of other these kind of similar control console thing, I think most of them don't have enough buttons. Not like this. A lot of them you have to change mode so you can change the feature of this style. But this, I just got all of them. It's right here. I don't have to change mode or something like that. The mic here, this is my voice-over mic, which is the Rode Complete Studio Kit, I think it is called. Comes with a AI1 interface, USB interface, and then a NT1 condensed mic or something like that. Actually, I don't know much about mics. I used to use a shotgun mic for voiceover or using this. For a long time, I used this for voiceover. Yeah, to be honest, I can't hear the difference between this and that. But the reason I get that is because I think I know someone will. So I think it's a good idea to at least get a studio mic like this for voiceover. That's what my thinking. And why I get Rode, it's just I used to Rode. I mean, I know it has to be decent and the price is decent as well. So yeah, I'm not going to get a really low end. I'm not going to get professional studio mic. Rode usually is really good in this area. Yeah. So what do you think? Still think I've got paid to use Panasonic? Am I crazy to buy an Apple display for that price? I could have got to LG or something. Leave your comment below if you want.